What most people don't know about me is that my first chiropractic experience was when I was 22 years old. And a lot of times people end up going to the chiropractor for the first time because they have pain-related problems. For me, I had more immune system issues. I had allergies, I had asthma, I grew up on inhalers and going to the emergency room for asthma attacks, and I was on allergy shots for years and whatnot. And at some point I stopped that because it just wasn't really helping all that much. And I had more seasonal allergies, but when I would go and I would play soccer as a kid, and then I couldn't breathe on the field. And so I'm going home and going into a steamy shower and taking an inhaler and doing all that kind of stuff. And so I really, when I left home and I went away to college, is when I really started exploring options for myself. Because really what I was trying to do was just simply to heal my own body. And I felt like I wasn't getting the answers from the medical community. I started taking yoga. I took a Tai Chi class in college. I started learning about biofeedback and learning how to control the blood flow in my body and my circulation. And somebody who I went to school with said, "Do you want to come meet some friends of mine? They're chiropractors." And that was my introduction to chiropractic. So I said, sure, let's go do that. So we went to go visit them, and I had my first adjustment, and I've been going ever since. And what I realized and what I noticed is that, at least at that time in my life, because my immune system was so whacked, I would get a cold and it would literally linger for like 3 weeks. And there was a day, very specific day, there was a guy who was staying with us in our house. I was in college, and I had a horrible cold, flu, I was running a fever, and he said, "I want you to go to the corner store and I want you to go get XYZ from the store." What he told me to get was what they now put in a lot of these type of supplement herbal pills, which is echinacea and golden seal. And back then, it didn't come in a capsule. It actually came in a bin. And you had to scoop it out of the bin, you had to fill your own capsules, and that's how you did it. So, as a young person, not knowing any better, I figured if some is good, then more must be better, right? Well, not exactly. So I remember taking like maybe 3, 4, 5 of those pills. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Well, that night, I had a massive fever, like, 104 give or take fever. And next morning it was like, it's completely gone, like 100% gone. So that was my first experience with, wow, I can do something other than meds that's actually gonna make a difference for me. So I continued on, and at that particular time in my life, I was trying all sorts of different things. I was started to get regular massages. I went to the acupuncturist. I went to go see a hypnotist. I took yoga. I took, like I said, Tai Chi. I was interested, and I wanted to try different things because I wasn't sure what was going to work and what was not going to work. And when I went to the chiropractor, what was very interesting was things that would normally take me 2 or 3 weeks to get over, literally in like a day, was just gone. So that's what I learned. I learned that very early on, and I just had my 50th birthday. So for 28 years I've been doing this. I've been getting adjusted, and long before I ever became a chiropractor, I was a regular chiropractic patient. My area of expertise in practice has become helping people avoid spinal surgery. I had 3 or 4 people that I ended up referring out for surgical consults within about a 6-month period of time. And at that particular time, I was learning about new technology that was coming out, and it turns out it wasn't so new. It had been around for 15, 20 years, but I invested in this technology, which we still do in our office now. The technology is called vertebral axial decompression, and it's a long words, but really what it means is we're going to put a real controlled distraction on the lower back or on the neck, and what that does is assists in actually healing the disc. And we used to do before and after MRI studies on some of our patients because we had a relationship with the MRI place. And I've seen some really dramatic effects where somebody who had a 5 or 7 or 9 millimeter disc herniation actually came back in and it was completely gone on the MRI. So I'm not saying that happens with every single person that we treat, but what I've been able to do is to help these people not only avoid spinal surgery, but get active again and have a strategy so that they know how to take care of themselves. Because once you have a disc injury, you always have a disc injury. We're never going to make that body like brand new again. But what I know for sure is this, is that there's wear and tear on the body. Whether you're sitting all day long, you're exercising an awful lot, you're not wearing the right shoes, you're running. I see people who are football players. I work on some of the Panthers. There's wear and tear. And if you're not aware of wear and tear, if you're not aware of gravity, if you're not aware that these forces are aging your body faster than it should, you're going to be up for a rude awakening. So we see people at different levels of severity, and the main thing is we just take people from where they are. And we try to navigate them, help them navigate through their life to not only the things that we do for them, but also what they can do for themselves. And that's what's really important to us. And the main thing is that there is help, and we're here to help.